It's time for my collection of clothes that I'm going to wear in September. So what have we got? I found September a very difficult month. We start with it being summer and we finish off with it being, well, no, it's not meteorological summer, is it? September is not meteorological summer, but you kind of feel at the beginning of September you've got some summer weather. Towards the end of September, you're well into autumn because you're just on that verge of October. It's a difficult month. We're going to have a variety. The colours for September that I'm using are the black, white, navy, green, ivory, yellow. I am going to use basic white and black and navy t-shirts. You know what they look like, I don't need to show you, but I will say that the basics t-shirts that I really like are the Amazon basics, which I'll link down below for you. They wash really well, they last for years, and I've said this before, and I know a lot of you do buy them. The other t-shirts that I like are the Vera Moda t-shirts, which I'll also link down below, and that's more for an event where you're actually going out to see someone, you're going to go out to a bar or a restaurant or something, and they've got a nice drape. I've shown you before, I will list them down below. They're a nice going somewhere t-shirt at a reasonable price. Having said that, I'm going to show you some graphic t-shirts that I'm going to use, but what I'm going to show you is my rainbow t-shirt that I didn't get to wear in October. No, we haven't had October yet. It's going slower than I thought, isn't it? It's August. I didn't wear this in August and I was hoping to. So this is a Betty Bramble t-shirt that you can get off Etsy. Really like it, it's got a rainbow on it. But another t-shirt I did show you in another video is this one from Marks & Spencer's with Brooklyn Bridge on. And I showed it as an example of a graphic tee and hadn't got it, but so many of you bought it. I revisited it myself and thought, actually, I could really do with that. And I had some reward points. So I spent my reward points and bought this t-shirt. It's £15. But I really like, that's a very mature graphic tee, isn't it? There's no slogans on it. There's no gimmicky writing, there's nothing slushy, nothing inappropriate. That's a grown-up graphic tee. Just a beautiful picture of Brooklyn Bridge. Chitter chatter, I love bridges. I've got some photos downstairs that I've taken that I'll show you here. These are my photos. I just love the structure of a bridge. I think they're a fantastic piece of engineering and the architecture as well. So that's something you've learned about me. Now I feel it's also the time of year for green t-shirts. So I've got a plain one. You may just have a plain green t-shirt. This is moss, olive, khaki, whichever colour you call it in your country, but it's kind of a mossy colour. But other examples of a green t-shirt would be maybe a camo. You might have camo. I'm saying this to trigger your memory of what you might have in your wardrobe. I've also bought this recently from Marks & Spencer's at the same time as I bought the white one with the Brooklyn Bridge. And it's got an offset sort of star, asymmetrical, bit of an animal print in that. Is it animal? It's almost animal print type design in the star there. And I think that's quite a nice, I like the offset. It's a bit of, it gives a bit of an elevated basic look to it being slightly offset there. And that's a nice autumn colour. So there are ideas. You know, I'm not saying go and put 3 green t-shirts in your capsule. I'm giving you ideas that you might have this and it might ring a bell. Oh yes, right, you know, I'll go and find that t-shirt. So what else can we find in the way of t-shirts? I mentioned navy, basic navy. Yes, that's going in as I said earlier on, but I've also got one with an emblem on, a star. So you might have something like that. So that's just to trigger your memory. That was a navy graphic. And I think grey's a good colour for the time of year. So this is a grey t-shirt I bought years ago from TK Maxx. I've got other grey t-shirts. Other grey t-shirts will be going into the capsule, but I only need to really show you one. Yellow in the form of t-shirts. This is one that I bought from Marks & Spencer's. And you see that it hasn't been in a capsule wardrobe yet because I've only bought it quite recently, if you remember. And so September, I shall be using this linen material, almost polo neck t-shirt. You may have something with some design on as well. So for instance, I have got a t-shirt that I got in a Stitch Fix box a while back, and it's by a brand called Breakburn, which you can get, I think they've got shops and you get online. It's a bit sea salty type, little flowers. So this is not one that I would wear to the pub. You know, this is an everyday t-shirt. It's worth mentioning stripes. because Bretons are popular, stripes are okay, otherwise Bretons wouldn't be popular. That's what I say. If you can get away with horizontal stripes, they're a great mature design. So this is ivory and navy. I wear this a lot as an everyday t-shirt, and another everyday striped t-shirt I've got with long sleeves, because we get on to further into the month I might want to have long sleeves. I have got this oversized one that I got from Stitch Fix, and it's Mauvette, which is Stitch Fix's own brand in the UK, and this one is a kind of burgundy, ruby and ivory stripe. So if you can get away with horizontal stripes and you've got some, I think that would be a good addition to your September collection of clothes. It depends on your own comfort zone regarding horizontal stripes. I've got a new one that I just got in a Lucchiero box, and it's by a brand called Be Young, and it is elasticated 3/4 length sleeves, v-neck, linen-y type material. Let me just tell you, I think all bamboo, that kind of material. It feels natural. Do you know what? I'm going to type it down below because I haven't a clue. I also want to talk about sort of summer or autumn weight knits, because this type of thing, a short sleeved knitted top like this, now this is years old. This is Banana Republic, and I would say it's 15 years old, but it's short sleeved. So that gives you that little bit of warmth, but also revealing your arms so as you're not too overly hot at the time of year. You know, September can be, you know, that mid-month. So I've got a couple. I've got one from H&M that I got last year. I feel it's also the time of year for ivory coloured blouses. So I've got a short, you know, sleeveless one here. I've got one here that has got short sleeves, and it can be worn off the shoulder, or as I say, on the shoulder, as I did in August. I did wear this in August, and I also wore this one in August. And talking about ivory, it's not just plain. You might have something with some pattern or some design on, such as this one that I have with animals all over it. A floral design as well in an ivory, that's autumnal too, with those rusty colours and the sleeveless shape to it. So just to jog your memory of what you might have, that type of thing. And do you remember in August I wanted to wear this and it was missing, and I found it. My linen, sort of beigey, mocha, coffee colour, latte colour linen top. Then I got some other examples of ivory blouses with patterns on. The one that I'm wearing at the moment, for instance, this will be going into my September capsule. I've got a blouse here that I wore in the spring that has got autumnal colours in it, but the base background of it is ivory. So I'm going to go for blues as well. So I've got this long sleeved blouse that I got Marks and Spencer's, and because it's sort of like long sleeve 3/4 sleeves, I haven't worn it so far this year. I reckon September and October, that's the type of time of year I will end up wearing this blouse. Maybe into November as well. But I've also got a short sleeved blue blouse that I wore last year, this time of year, with a bit of a frill detail on it at the side there, asymmetrical. So I see this as a sort of elevated basic really, which is nice going out, you know, for a meal or for a drink. And when I say navy, do remember that you may have something with some pattern on as well, like my splodges blouse, so I include that in the same category. So I'd like to draw your attention also to, at the time of year, you might have some short sleeved or sleeveless tops that you think that you would like to wear that are autumnal colours. An example of that would be, say, I've got this moss coloured sleeveless blouse that I wouldn't be wearing it in November or December because it may be a bit too chilly for that, and I don't feel it's really spring-like. So it's the kind of colour that I actually want to get the use out of, and material and shape in September. Absolutely ideal for early autumn. And here's another green that you might have tucked away somewhere. Again, short-sleeved, perfect for the autumn. I see this kind of green would do for autumn, but also in December as a Christmassy type of colour too. So it's multifunctional. I'm also adding in a black sleeveless blouse because it's that time of year where inside, if you go inside a bar, inside a restaurant, it's warm. You want sleeveless, you don't want a jacket on or a cardigan on, but outside it's still a bit chilly. But inside, this is ideal for indoors. So the silk ruched top from Lily Silk, I adore it, and so I use it in August, I will use it again in September if I go to such an occasion where that's a useful item to wear. So for jeans, I'm going to use light wash denim, and I'm going to use white. For trousers and skirts, when I look at what I've picked, it's really black. So anything thin weight in black, because that will go with all of the tops pretty well that I have actually pulled out. And it's a grounding colour for September, where we're grounding ourselves for the autumn. So I feel it's an appropriate colour that will ground the brighter blouses, but not heavyweight because we're not really in the cold weather yet. So I have a variety of thin weight black trousers, wide leg trousers, and I have got slip material like slip skirts. I've got that in trousers as well, so that would come out. I've got black skirts. I've got a slip black skirt and also a black skirt with a design on it in gold print, which will be useful as well. Future me here, I forgot to tell you that I also want to use my navy pleated skirt in the Capsule wardrobe. And as well as those basic jeans, I'm also going to use beige chinos as well because they're versatile and again will go with the collection that I put together. These I bought this year from Marks and Spencer's, and these chinos have got a sort of piping down the side as well. So I imagine these will still be available, and I'll put a link down for you for the variety of countries that watch my channel. I forgot to tell you, I also want to put in my green cargo trousers as well, which I can't show you because I'm wearing them. For jackets, I've got a couple of ivory jackets that will fit the rest of the clothes. This is a lightweight one from Primark, and then I've got a more heavier weight one from H&M. Then also some coloured jackets. I'm going to use again my yellow safari jacket I bought from Marks and Spencer's this year. I will use my peach jacket that you loved in August, and my lightweight navy jacket for the early part of the month has just turned out to be incredibly useful, so I will use that as well. Plus a denim jacket, because you can't go wrong with a denim jacket in September. Heavyweight enough to keep you warm, goes with everything. It's a great neutral. But I'm going to add some green jackets. So a couple of options. I've got a lightweight safari jacket. This is several years old from Jules. A corduroy jacket that I got from Nordstrom last year. Very autumnal. They will work perfectly. And there's another example of a green in a jacket with this type of green as well. So that jacket's got some black and white on it too, and it's a sort of a waist length, almost bomber style jacket in a canvasy material. So if you've got anything like this, you know, this is just your prompt to go and collect your clothes from your house and put them in your wardrobe ready to wear. So green jackets. A light coloured neutral leather jacket also would be useful if you have got one, because it's light enough in colour for the time of year. I think it's perfectly great for September, and the weight of it will keep you warm when it's chilly. I've got an outsider for fun. Just in case I want to be outrageous, I have got a very bright red jacket. Now I got this year from QVC, and it's just a safari type jacket with a zip that will keep me warm on cooler days, and it's a fun item. I think it's a fun colour, a fun item. So if you've got something bright as outerwear or bright as a cardigan, bright as a blouse you want to use, grab it and have that one bright item as well in there, because bright is fashionable anyway. On the cardigans front, I've got a yellow cardigan. I used to wear this to work. It's just waist length, long sleeve, crew neck, buttons. I don't believe I've got a picture of myself in this that I can show you, but a very basic short cardigan in yellow. Here's a dusky pink cardigan. Now this is full length with pockets. I've worn it a few times, as you can see. So that would look good with the greens and the whites and black as well, and navy actually. There's a cardigan that I bought last year, and some of you did as well. This moss cardigan from Marks and Spencer's. It's quite thick and chunky, and as the weather gets cooler during September, I think this will be great with the greens and the ivories that we've pulled out. Also navy as well, and black. So a versatile cardigan for warmth if you did buy this, and or if you've got something similar. If they're still available, I'll link it down below, but I doubt whether it will be. Another idea for a layering item would be an overshirt, you know, thick shirt that is designed to be a shirt jacket. And this one's corduroy, ivory, pockets here, buttons down, but you don't button it up, you just wear it loose over the top of a t-shirt. That's a useful item, I reckon, and the colour is right for the palette I've put together for September. It's me again. I forgot to tell you about dresses. I've done really well this time, haven't I? So, dresses. I've got a quite old Hessian type linen, thick linen dress from Next in black, that if it's a hot day, this would be great, and it will go with the leather jacket for warmth and so on. I haven't worn it so far this year. It's not really seemed like a sort of colour I would wear for a dress in the height of summer, but September, that may be a possibility for me. Last September I wore this long dress with long sleeves. It's a midi dress on me, and it has sort of like thistle plant detail on it. I think it's a really pretty dress, and it's actually a navy with pink and light blue and a bit of brown on as well. So yep, that too. Then just on the off chance there really is a hot summer's day in September, and last year we had a heat wave in September and it was absolutely sweltering for a week, so I'm going to use this dress in the capsule, short sleeves or sleeveless red dress that I haven't worn so far this year. Again, I haven't worn the finery dress because I haven't had an occasion in August, although I put it into my August capsule. I didn't get an occasion to wear it. There goes the phone. It's all happening, it's all happening. So that's my September collection of clothes. Tell me down below if you're going to stick to the same colours, or have you got your own colours that you're going to pull out, and if so, what are they? So I'd like to see a list down below of the colour themes you're going for. And I'll see you all in one of these outfits.